Hi everyone, welcome to Runescopes. I'm just adding a little announcement here at the beginning of some of the videos. Others I've worked it in to the actual monthly readings, but I've noticed that if I'm on my cell phone or a mobile device, if I tap any email address in the details section like mine is, there's some sort of warning that comes up that says that that email address is a phishing site. I apologize if some of you have tapped my email address and gotten that message. I've been going back, I went back and forth with YouTube for days on this and they claim it's not them. However, it does it to me too on my phone. Any email address that I tap on YouTube, it tells me it's a phishing site or a scam site or something. So I don't want to alarm people. I have no idea what the setting is to change that. Like I said, YouTube claims it's not them, but I find it weird that it only happens on their version of the app, but whatever. So for that reason, I don't want to alarm anyone. So I'm going to, in the details section, take the link out, just copy my email address and change the word @ to the @ symbol to email me. That way it's not misleading, it's not scaring anybody, and telling people that I'm a scammer or some sort of spammer when I have a legitimate business. So again, I apologize to those of you if you've tapped on my email address before to email me and you've got that weird warning. It does seem to only happen on the mobile YouTube app. On a mobile device or a cell phone. So moving forward, I just wanted to let you know about that. So thanks, and on to your monthly Runescope. Welcome back, Scorpio. Welcome to your June 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Just gonna jump right in and cast the runes and see what I have for you for June. I can't believe it's June already. I am mentioning also to everyone that now can be a good time to go back and take a look at the the yearly overviews I posted in January. Just kind of take stock, see where you are and where you're headed and how those energies are playing out for you. You may have forgotten if you watched them already, or if you haven't watched them already. You can definitely get a good overview of the final half of the year. And to get to those, just go to my channel and click the videos tab, or you can click the playlists, and all of my videos are in a playlist there. Also, I encourage you on these monthlies to watch the video for your rising sign as well, to clarify some vague information, if there's vague information in these sun sign readings. There probably will be, because these are for so many people, but you can get some clarification on that sometimes by watching your rising sign. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you and about your specific questions is to schedule one with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video to set up an appointment. If you're on a mobile device or cell phone, just tap the arrow beneath this video to open that section and email me. Also wanted to mention there's still a few days to sign up for the 6-week online rune course. You have until noon on May 28th to sign up for that if you want to, so drop me a line if you haven't already done so. But let's see what's shaking down for Scorpio in June. Your focus is going to be on making change, manifesting. And for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with your family relationships or a relationship from the past. You may be with the Magician card here. You have all of the tools that you need to manifest what you want. But I'm getting the sense that, and they're kind of showing me that a lot of you are in between. You're moving out of this phase, you're moving out of this relationship, you're moving out of this job, you're moving out of this sort of negative or heavier phase. I don't want to use negative, some of you it may have been, but just a heavier phase. And you're moving into a lighter phase, and that's what you want. That's what I feel that you want. But yeah, there still may be some loose ends in June that you need to deal with. Some of them may have to do with legal issues, with a separation or divorce, with property issues, buying or selling, or estate issues, things like that. But by the time summer comes, or summer starts, which officially starts on June 21st here in the Northern Hemisphere, you will be moving into a lighter phase, a brighter phase, a happier phase, Scorpio. So don't give up on this manifestation. And for a lot of you with the Magician card, this also has to do with on all levels, you know, material level, emotional, mental, physical, action. All your action will be very, very well planned, but that's not unusual for you, Scorpio, because you guys are planners by nature. So you don't like surprises. So you really don't, all change that happens in your life is usually anticipated or planned. So I see you moving into that phase. For a lot of you, this is gonna have to do with a creative idea, a new innovative action that you're taking, because with the rods, that is action. So this idea has already occurred to you. It may be something you've been tampering with a little bit or playing around with for a while now. But for a lot of you, this may have to do with starting a new business or working on a creative project. And yeah, I feel a lot of you, this isn't going to require movement like you going to work with Rido in reverse here, but it's gonna have to do with you working on this at home on your own time and just kind of doing some research. And that's great for the beginning of June because we do still have Mercury retrograde for the first couple of weeks anyway. And that's a great time to do research and kind of figure out your next move. And then by the end of June, you can take action on that. So now some of you, this can be kind of that stroke of genius or that idea that just really kind of comes out of nowhere, but it has blossoms already. So you may get just a brilliant stroke of genius on how to correct a misunderstanding. Because Rido in reverse can mean problems or delays with travel, which Mercury also rules when it's retrograde. But it can also mean, you know, finding a way forward to rectifying a relationship or reconciling, or at least getting people on the same page if it's somebody you have to deal with. And you know, sometimes we just have to deal with our ex because we have children, or we have to deal with our coworkers because, you know, we work there and we have to pay our bills. And so we have to just kind of put up with them. So we have to find a way to work with them. And Scorpio, you're a fixed sign, but you're also water. So you're that combination of, yeah, I'm fixed in my viewpoints, but I can kind of flow or pretend that I'm flowing. I can pretend that I'm flowing along with this person's ideas for now, when really I'm not, but I'll reveal that later. Yeah, so that may be kind of you be calling on that fluid side of yourself, or be calling on that, yeah, just revealing enough of yourself. Acting, I'm getting the word acting. A lot of you will be acting in June like you, oh, you're my best friend. Maybe not that obvious or not that over the top, but you know, just being very cordial, even to the point of, you know, acting like you're excited maybe to see someone, even though you're not. So, but it does seem like, you know, that old saying, I should start calling these videos cliches for you. Because I just, but you know, they're cliches because there's some truth. You can catch more flies with honey, right? So that's the one I'm thinking of here, and that's what they're giving me, you know? You're doing whatever it's necessary to get what you want, because there's some end game, there's some objective that you want, and so you are, you know, you're doing what is necessary to get that. And in some cases, for a lot of you, it's going to be maybe, you know, catering to someone that you don't particularly like all that much, or you just, you know, maybe you had an argument, but you have to have dealings, so you are trying to make amends. This is also the card of the olive branch. So that's why I feel like a lot of you will be trying to, you know, okay, look, we have to work together, or we have to co-parent, or, you know, whatever your particular situation. We're in this same family together. We've got to we can't be butting heads all the time. So you are going to be broaching that topic with someone. And, you know, at the same time, also be willing to put in effort for this, because whatever the end game or the end result is, your objective, your heart is in it. Now, some of you are just going to be putting a lot of effort again into a creative idea. So this, and again, this is something I feel started earlier, but maybe you got distracted, you've gotten taken away from it, dealing with other things, and you're going to be coming back around to it in June. And like I said, turning the focus on that again. Now, you also have the Two of Cups coming up here, and Menez and Hale. So, out of the blue, some of you Scorpios, friends or family may be trying to set you up if you're single. And they could get it right with the Two of Cups. That's a card of union, of coming together. And I believe you guys had a pretty strong emphasis on love last month. So if it didn't kind of pan out that way for you last month, Scorpio, and it may in June. This may be energies that are playing in. For those of you who didn't get the jackpot in May, you may be getting it in June. And for those of you who are coupled up, you know, there may be a coming together, there may be a family reunion or a family get-together of some sort. There may be a wedding that you're going to and everybody's coming together, and it may kind of be like an inopportune time, like maybe you're really busy at work, or you're so focused on this creative project, or maybe you are, you know, you just had this big kind of emotional talk with this person about, you know, meeting on the same page, and now you're just like, oh, I forgot about this wedding, or or oh, I just got an invitation to this get together or this party and I don't want to go, but could be worth your while. Some of you may just be out with friends, or like I said, at a cookout, a get-together with friends. I am getting the word picnic, so there may be a picnic coming up for you in June that you're invited to, and you may meet someone interesting there. Scorpio, those of you who are already coupled, yeah, I just think that you both should go, because I feel like this is going to be actually a nice way to relax. You're going to reconnect with people. You've got support. And you're going to find that you have family and friends supporting you, supporting your ideas, supporting your manifestation or your goals. And maybe it'll just be nice to hear that, you know? Having been through a rather, like I was saying earlier, a heavier time period, it'll be nice to know that people have your support. You have the support of others. So, but yeah, those of you who do meet someone this month with Hale here, it can come at an unexpected time or place. So, you know, it could come out of the blue that one of your friends is just like, oh, by the way, I've invited someone I want you to meet to this party. Maybe it's the day of, and then that kind of throws you in a tailspin. Don't let it. Don't let it. I mean, you know, it's hard not to feel pressure in that kind of a situation, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but at least you've given it a shot. I think for a lot of you, it could work out. Yeah, for the rest of you also, it's not going to be like in an online dating scenario, or it's not going to be when you're looking for a mate. It's going to be unexpected. And when you're with your friends or family, you're in a group dynamic. And this could be somebody connected to someone that you already know. Now, what can't be changed about June with the Moon card in reverse is that deception is about, right? So, I mean, but for a lot of you, as we were talking about before, it's you doing the deceiving. I mean, you are the one that is, you know, kind of wearing a bit of a facade to reach your objective, to get to an end game here. With someone who's been a hard nut to crack. Another cliche for you. But yeah, this is somebody who has been, you know, they've thwarted you. And this could have been in a legal sense, because Yara is the rune of legalities, and I know that's come up for a lot of you. And, you know, from a lot of you that I've talked to, I know a lot of you have been dealing with legal issues, and that has contributed to that heaviness of this previous period. But, yeah, and I feel like you may have to be deceptive to win this, Scorpio. You may have to, you know, I never usually advise this, but And it's going to play out differently for everybody, of course. This is a situation where you would, again, want to get a private reading so I can tap into your energy specifically. But yeah, whoever has been, like if you have to be deceptive in order for right to be right, and you are in the right, but you have to be deceptive in order to prove that you are right, that's kind of what I'm feeling like this is saying. Now, if you're being deceptive and you have been in the wrong in this legal situation, like if you are the one who has been lazy, not putting forth enough effort, just been stubborn in your viewpoint, even though it's wrong, things aren't going to go well with that end result. You know, the end result may not work out in your favor. They're saying delaying the inevitable for some of you in June. So, especially with legalities and justice, the justice system. So be careful with your deception. If you're feeling like you have to be deceptive in order to manifest something that you need, that can be a bit of a tricky game. Make sure you're doing it from the right reasons and that you are on the side of right. Just because we want something doesn't mean it's right. Are we going to have to hurt someone to get it? Are we going to be putting someone else in jeopardy? Are we lying about the truth of a situation? Because yeah, I feel like this is more like you have to get someone to send you an email in order for you to get their IP address or something. You know what I mean? That's the kind of deception I feel. It's not because they wronged you and you need to prove that something was coming from them. That's the kind of deception I'm seeing. Deception on the side of right. But where that becomes a gray area is, you know, that we're all in our own heads and we can't be objective. And of course we think that we are on the side of right. But if you're not Scorpio, again, karmically, you may find that you've gotten yourself into a situation you can't buy or talk your way out of. Now, the end result here, with the Eight of Swords, that's really feeling like, okay, this is still in limbo. You know, this situation, I tried to be malleable. I think you are going to make progress though on whatever this is, but I feel like in order to free yourself from some situation, you're going to have to make yourself vulnerable, Scorpio, and that can be a real difficult thing for you to do. But it's going to free you up from being bound, from being restricted or constricted, or not being able to see past this problem, whatever it is. So again, this is this situation that has to be kind of obliterated so you can manifest the new stuff. So in June, like I said, we're tying up loose ends. You know, you may have to, again, to make amends or to get things on new footing, you may have to extend an olive branch, and you may see that as making yourself vulnerable, Scorpio, but it is the only way to free yourself from this. So it's like I can choose to remain bound in this situation, or I can concede, I can make amends, I can, you know, reveal my feelings. I can, you know, reveal that maybe I wasn't honest about a situation and let this, you know, just let it all kind of come out. Because yeah, there is a sense here of someone being taken advantage of and deception around. It doesn't have to be you, Scorpio, though. This could be being done to you. So, I mean, if that's the case, then, okay, now I'm getting more information here. You may have to let someone take advantage of you. That's another way this can play out. You may have to, or at least act like you're letting someone take advantage of you, or you're giving them certain information so that you can ultimately win in the end. But that, you know, will ultimately free you from this. And it may be August, because this is an 8. I do feel like August is going to be the end of whatever this heaviness was. So that's kind of when the nails put in the coffin for a lot of you is August we're looking at here. But yeah, in order to do that, you may need to make yourself uncomfortably vulnerable, Scorpio. But again, you got to look at the end game. You got to look at what you're trying to manifest, and what is that worth to you? Is it worth a little discomfort and a little bit an apology? Sometimes that's really hard, especially if you feel like, you know, I don't know, I don't understand what I did, or I don't feel like, you know, doing this was wrong. If the other person perceives it that way, you know, maybe you should just go ahead and offer the apology, because otherwise I feel like this blocks you from this, and I would, you know, a little discomfort in a moment is less important than this, and manifesting this and moving forward. So that's what I see for June. Scorpio, a lot of good going on, maybe some new love, but again, there's something that you may be a little uncomfortable with. You may have to go a little deeper, make yourself a little bit, you may be out of your wheelhouse, or you know, just something that makes you a little uncomfortable, a situation or a person, or something you have to do in order to move forward. But once you're past it, you're past it. And if you can do it in June, it does look like that's gonna be the best way to free yourself from kind of this self-imposed prison. So, or feeling confined, or like you can't move forward, because you can once you get this one thing out of the way. So just bite the bullet and do it, Scorpio, in June. That's what I see. Good luck with that, and I'll see you back here in July.